Hi, welcome. I'm outside today. And my name is Annika, and this is Luminex. And I am here with the great trees and the frigid air and the sunset. And I am here to be a pure open channel for Source and Gaia to speak through, to share the wisdom and the truth that she is ready to share with us all. And I intend to speak from my heart and to express all that's meant to come through with love, with compassion, with grace. The first word is always trust. So trust and surrender. I am doing these daily messages and I'll be posting every day for however long feels right, but to inspire us and to inspire each other so that we remember who it is that we truly are, so that we may feel the support of the beings that are around us. Our great trees, our great friends are in front of me as well. These strong, powerful forces that have lived so many years, and they have so much wisdom and strength to share with us through all parts of their being, how deeply their roots grow and how tall and wide their branches reach. They're just pure power and light, and they just stand in such ferocity and strength, and it's just who they are. And they all started as an individual seed, yet here they are, great and magnificent and so bright and so strong. And that is part of the message, is all things that we wish to create and to build into our reality all start as a simple seed. And from there we water it with our intention and with our focus and with our love. And the more love that we put into it, the more it'll come through, and the more that it'll blossom and grow, and the more that we give it our loving awareness and our trust and our attention, and know that we are worthy of the things that we wish to build and we wish to create in our lives, that they will then grow. And also, what we wish to create when it's from our heart space is because it's already created. A future version of us overlaid onto the present moment knows what is possible, knows that this has already come into our realities. And this is why the seeds have been planted, because they want to be born. And this is the perfect exact moment for those seeds to find their roots, to sprout even, or just to maybe even just be put underneath the soil. But the wishes and the desires and the true love of our hearts knows what is meant for us and what is coming into our lives in the future. And so that is why we have planted them in our present moment. And that's not to say that we know how it's gonna work out, like all of these trees, they're so unique, they're so different, they're so beautiful. They each have their own personalities and their own uniqueness, their own tenderness, and their own expressions. But they all came from one individual seed, or maybe from a collective root system. So we may not always know what it's going to look like exactly, but the seed holds the blueprint. And we all also have been seeded with blueprints that we are going to grow into, and that we are currently growing into. And so as we surrender to our paths and create what we feel called to create, and build what we feel called to build, and write and dance and sing and play and speak the truth of our hearts, we are activating this code that has been built into us. And we're born to be the people that we are going to be in our most magnificent sense and expressions, and it will happen. Just as these trees are unique in how they formed based on environmental factors and all the different things that have caused them to grow and to form in the ways that they now live and experience their lives. That is the same for us, but the truth of the energy of their unique blueprint that was in the seed that was planted has come to fruition, and they are living out that life of theirs. I heard a dog bark, and I always think of protection when I hear dogs barking. So we are protected and we are safe, and it is safe to let go and to trust, to allow the wisdom of the pines to come through, to anchor into the heart, to stand strong and tall with the back, the spine aligned. To breathe together, and a reminder that the feeling of coldness is just another sensation. Just as being hot is, or warmth, they're all just sensations. Sometimes our greatest creations and contributions come through surrendering to the sensations that we feel, and not always running from them, just relaxing into them, knowing that we will once again be warm, but for now, this is the experience. Feels like power coming home, to just be fully present, surrounded by these great magnificent beings. They remind me to open my heart, to breathe more into the space within our chests, the treasure chests of where all the abundance we're ever going to live out begins. The true abundance that really fulfills and sustains our souls. It comes from within the heart. Breathe into that space as if there's nostrils on the heart. It's good to be home again. I invite you to continue to breathe with me. All sounds and all sensations as part of the great masterpiece of our lives. The raw materials, that sound felt like crunchy snow. And now I hear birds call, and there's lights that flicker. I guess the message is to be present in what is, breathing into the heart, expanding and allowing our consciousnesses to go where it feels like home, to connect to our friends, the green ones, the tall, strong ones. It feels like they have my back. I mean, they literally do in this video right now. It's like my ancestors and friends looking over my shoulders. And that's the truth for all of us and all of the plants, the earth. Gaia, she is our original ancestor. She is our mother, and all plants and all creatures that walk upon this earth and that maybe don't walk, that just grow, also our friends and our guides, even the ones that we may not necessarily enjoy. They also are our guides. And the more we surrender, and the more we let go, and the more we trust in the great mystery, in Gaia, in spirit, to guide us, to hold us, to nurture us, to care for us, to give us everything it is that we may need in every present moment, we will be provided for, and we are provided for. The dog's bark reminds us that we're protected in our circles of light, and just also in our bodies. We have these great friends behind us, and a clear open path in front of us. And it's illuminated from the space inside our chests, from our pure hearts. Our inner eye sees the way, but our hearts guide us. Our hearts illuminate. Our hearts help us go forward, even when we may feel afraid. Our hearts know what to do, and our hearts know what to say, and we will never be steered wrong when we follow our hearts. And there may come times where we believe that that is the case, because our hearts have brought us to situations and scenarios where our hearts are not always received. But that is also part of it, so that we learn and that we may know that we need not have another receive our hearts for us to be worthy, that we are inherently worthy and perfect and loved and lovable exactly as we are, and we need not have someone outside of us confirm or deny this for us. Our hearts sometimes lead us and have led us to those places, so that we know that we don't need it from someone outside of us. And it's beautiful, and it's so wonderful, and it's entirely expansive and magnetic and incredible when we do have it mirrored outside of us, when someone does receive our hearts and say, I love you fully, and I know you fully, and I see you fully, and you are perfect exactly as you are, in all your faults and all your flaws. But the greatest gift, I believe, is that we gift that to ourselves, maybe even before we even encounter those people. We gift it to ourselves in this here now moment, this present experience, and then it overflows. It's the trees, our friends in spirit, that gift us this love, that hold us and know. I said that maybe, we won't see those mirrors, but the thing is, they're all around me right now. They're all around right now, mirroring back this pure love, this pure strength, this strong spines of their trunks and their deep roots and their expanded branches that welcome in the light and that hold the light. They are love, and they simply just exude it, and it shines outward. It literally, like, it creates these fields around, these fields of energy and love, and these safe havens that we get to walk underneath and within when we come in contact or close to them. This is what the trees have provided us, and this is what they mirror back to us now. Our divinity, our perfection, the love that we are. That one day we are a seed, and the next, or 10,000 next days, we are a great shining tree. Or we are simply us, just activating the divine genome within us, the truth of who we are. I see my necklace start to light up as I speak about this. And that is just like confirmation that when we speak from the heart, the universe responds. The universe responds through signs and symbols and through showing us, through resonance. That is our true language. And it's beautiful to have these mirrors in human form, to have these beings that we can speak to verbally. But that doesn't stop us from being able to speak to our other friends in spirit. We still speak to them verbally, yet we just may not hear their responses through our ears. It may come through the communications of our heart and our inner selves. That's how we know that the communication is pure and true. That's how we know, because it's grounded and it's rooted in this loving space. That's how we know we're safe to open up and listen. We're safe to open up and receive the love that we are, the love we see around and within is simply us, a reflection of who we are. The peace and the quiet and the breeze. We are safe as we are. It is safe to be us. It is safe to let go. It is safe to shine your light. The more you relax into the moment, into your body, into the present space, the easier it becomes to recognize and to realize and to know, and therefore to embody. When all the layers of judgment and shame and fear and guilt just release, and we open up the space, the phoenix within rises. Our truth comes online, and everything just flows with natural ease, with grace. And it's slowly descending into darkness here, just in the video. But the thing is, my heart, the necklace at my heart, keeps shining bright. It's just the other confirmation that no matter the dark that we may witness around, our hearts are here to guide us through, always. Our hearts protect us, and our hearts open or expand our awareness, our expansion. They make life joyful and fun and free. Our hearts call in to us the play and the joy and the peace, the serenity and the love and the bliss that we're here to live and that we're here to be. Effortlessly. It's magnetic. They also draw in the places in which we're not free. And in it, they show us the way to make ourselves free in it, through it. Our hearts help us to align our bodies and our energetic centers. Because when the system is fully balanced, that is when we're able to most effortlessly shine, to live from our hearts with confidence and with clear vision and awakened potential, rooted and grounded and connected to our creativity and our senses of pleasure, using our voice to express and our bodies to move, our heart as the beating drum, the trance state, the percussive instrument that guides and shows the way, that steers us through no matter what the scenario or the space that we may find ourselves in. The heart is what we continually call on. The heart is the reserves. The heart is just this power and this strength and this might that no other force can ever tame or temper. Because the heart is limitless, the heart is expansive, and the heart is full, and the heart is true. And what we have to share and what we have to say is that the heart need not rely upon logical thought. The heart simply knows who we are. The heart guides us, allows the layers of the old to be stripped away as our divine blueprint is activated. As the full potential of our being comes online, the heart awakens, the heart knows, the heart beats, the heart pulls us forward. The heart is the stepping stone into which we dive, and in it we explore all realms, all factors and facets of our being with radiant love and unforgettable bliss. This is why we do what we do. This is why we shed the layers. This is why we do the work of seeing ourselves fully. This is why we explore our inner caverns in the caves that once felt so empty, so that we can bring our love into every situation that we may ever encounter and feel free, feel liberated, not to prove or not to show off in any way, yet to live fully free. When the heart feels open, wide, expanse, and vast, we are in our power. We are able to connect to others in their power, or others wherever it is that they are at, because we all have hearts. And when we live from our hearts, we automatically connect and know what it is that others may need in each moment, while also honoring ourselves in what we may need. Oh, it's so beautiful. My whole face has disappeared, but this radiant necklace at my heart is glowing. That is the truth. That is the truth. That is the truth. The heart is the shaman's drum. The heart is the guide. And the heart is what connects to the core of Gaia. The heart is what connects all of us, and as we follow our hearts, all that we do is for the highest good of all. All that we create is for the highest good of all. All that we live and we sing and we play and we worship and we speak and what we share, all is for the highest good of all when we live from this heart space. It allows us to trust, to surrender, and to open, to listen deeply, and to receive patience and care, to see others in their brilliance and applaud them, to see others in their brilliance and worship them for the way that they are shining and sharing their hearts with the world. When we see others in their light, it is an opportunity for our own torches to be relit or to be brightened. When we see others in their power and in their strength, it's an opportunity to surrender the ego and to say, I see you, I honor you, I love you, and I know that what I see in you, I also am. And I need not take it from you or steal it, but instead I can just surrender and I can open up to this version of me that you reflect so beautifully to me, that I see so purely and clearly in you, that radiates outward. I'm ready to live as that version of me. And it shows up in different ways, different expressions and different facets, but the energy of heart-led power and embodiment is the same. It's simply unique to the stained glass vessels of our beings. The love of Source is the same. The love that grows the trees and that moves the tides and that breathes me, that breathes you, that births the creations, the words. When we surrender, when we allow them to just come out of us, when we don't fight anymore, it becomes fun, it becomes joyful, and that is the shaman's code. Is to play and to have fun and to realize the truth of who we are as divine beings. We're here to have fun and to live free and to allow the tears to fall, to allow our hearts to open even greater and wider and more, and to laugh and to sing and to dance and to play together. This is what we're here for, is to soften. We've been strong for so long, and the times will come when we need to be strong. But for now, we're safe to be free. Just to live limitlessly. And maybe the strength that we face is just showing us more places where we can live more freely and more from our hearts, no matter what others respond or how they seem. We're here to live in play, in joy, in bliss, in freedom, from our hearts, trusting and knowing that it's safe to be in these spaces. And we're not here to take or steal from others. We're here to share the abundance of our bright beings freely. Okay, I love you so much. Thanks for sitting here with me. Thank you, trees. Thank you, Gaia. All the stars are out now. And I know it's quite dark, but I love you so much. I love you, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Oh, would you look at that? That little white dot in the top of the screen, that's the moon. It's the moon between the trees. Oh, how beautiful. Thank you. She has shown herself, made herself known. And that is what we are here to do as well, to show ourselves and make ourselves known. Thank you, trees. Thank you, Gaia. Thank you, moon and stars, and body and mind and soul. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you, Gaia. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for trusting yourself. Thank you for hitting play. Thank you to my bright necklace and street lamp and all beings that have gathered to witness and be part of this, to act activate ourselves. I love you endlessly. I love you endlessly. And I wish you all the best on your journey. I hope you play and live free. Goodbye, my loves. Until tomorrow. See you then. Bye.